Hello, this is Kara from Lady Kara Tarot. Today I am continuing my exploration of Yoav Ben-Dov's three-pile reading technique. This time it is not with the Tarot de Marseille deck, but a Rider-Waite-Smith deck. This is Tarot of the Divine. It's a simple process. You just you turn over cards until you find a major, and then same thing in three piles. Okay. Interesting. All right, so we have our three majors. The Fool, the Hanged Man, and the Hermit. Now, unlike yesterday, where two of the majors had no cards underneath, these all have a lot today, so this is going to be kind of a big reading. So we lay them out from the first one that you picked. So we have the Ace of Wands here. Sorry. The Ace of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. So Wands and Cups. So we have this impetus towards creativity. In this particular story, it's a desire to you overwhelm yourself and actually sublimate yourself for the good of others. Three of Cups is, of course, it's a celebration of friends. And then Ace of Cups is the warmth and joy we feel in the emotions of others. So those are definitions for this Fool, defining how this Fool is going to show up in our lives. A Fool, this beginning kind of energy, this enthusiasm of youth, the willingness to take chances. The Ace of Wands then is using your creativity in that. This is the hard one in here, is to associate this with the Fool, because this is not just a lot of activity. So we have a lot of creative, not just creative impulses, but a lot of creative impulses. But the creative impulses are, it's not, this is a Fool that's not going out for herself. This is a Fool that's doing it because in order to help others, to strengthen community, and for an internal sense of well-being. Okay. The Hanged Man, meaning that you're going to be forced to find a new viewpoint. 5 cards to add to this. This Two of Coins is about the burdens of trying to have one foot in two different worlds. Trying to balance duties. This King of Coins, of course, is about long-range planning and things that are for best for the growth of all. We have 3 coins again. Interesting, 3 coins and wands and cups, and we had wands and cups here. Birth of a new venture or viewpoint, born out of these things of trying to balance and trying to think of the good of all. You're going to have a new way of looking at things, a new focus that's going to allow you some growth and allow you to, this Knight of Wands is charging in to this new growth, and that will provide for great stability and happiness at home. All of these are involved in this change of viewpoint. And then I think we had even more for this last card. The Hermit. How far over can I go? 2, 6, 9 cards here. With this change of viewpoint, you may be feeling a loss, that you've had to give things up. But if you're able to enact that, the fullness of the creativity of that, you're going to then identify much more with your creative spirit, the mastery of your creative spirit, which will augment your emotional choices. The Seven of Wands is about an untrustworthy decision. But in this deck, I think this is, let me see what this story is in this deck. The American Folktale of Alabama, an indomitable force. John Henry, standing up for what he believes in, is willing to fight for to the bitter end. His courage and resolve is an inspiration, even to those who disagree with him. So your courage and your resolve, again, reinforcing this emotional mastery, it will help you to incorporate childhood memories, good childhood memories, to bolster that resolve. The more you focus on the good things in the past, it will help you focus these things instead of focusing on what you've lost. You do sometimes feel that you have just a whole panoply of options available to you, and it can be hard to decide which is which. Because of this feeling, you are feeling this dichotomy of loss. Now, it's interesting. One of my feelings about this card as I was looking at it in the Tarot de Marseille is that we often tend to think of the Three of Swords as one big loss, but it can be a combination of small losses that together feel overwhelming. And with an overwhelming amount of choices and an overwhelming amount of losses, you just really need to pull back and regroup, which is here, this Four of Swords, telling that you're just feeling completely bound up and you do need to rest. Once you've had the rest, the Knight of Cups can bring this great strength to you, bring not just affection, but great strength to you, so that you indeed can feel satisfied. And these are all the story of the hermit, of needing to go deep inside to get your own bearings again, so that you can bring to yourself your own refreshment, your own strength, your own ability to look back and to move forward in joy. And that's the definition of this Hermit card. So I think that's a very interesting technique for reading. You get these majors and then you have the details of what makes up these majors. So now, remembering those details, we have this this outgoing impulse, but it's an impulse born out of helping others. It's not for yourself. It's wanting to move forward for others. A need to change your viewpoint, based in getting away from a dichotomous struggle and then moving forward towards something that has a feeling of much more growth and stability for your family. And this will be the driving force as to why you need to change your viewpoint and here, so that you can again stop focusing on the struggles. Use your strength to remember your childhood, to remember the sweet things from your childhood, and not be so overwhelmed with both your options and your losses. Take the rest that you need so that you can move forward in strength and security and a feeling of abundance that will all need to be refreshed from this time alone. And that, ironically, this is the Fool moving towards being a hermit. And because both of these cards are looking at this, I would say this is making these choices making the choice to withdraw into yourself, to stabilize yourself, and to deal with any changes of perception that need to be made, so that you can, both of these, end up with moving forward with greater security and greater strength to help your family. Interesting reading today, I think. I hope certainly that spoke to you. It did speak to me. And I will be revisiting this way of reading again. So different from yesterday, where two of the cards were just majors with nothing underneath them, no additional qualifiers, and only a few qualifiers for the first one. So not only was the reading shorter, but Yoav Ben-Dov says when there are a lot of cards like this means this is going to be over a period of time. It's not going to be something that happens very quickly. This is going to be an extended period of time while you're working on these things. This is Kara from Lady Kara Tarot. Thank you.